I'm calling it 28-24 Steelers at home.
One thing for sure is we're going to have to get an early lead and just keep that momentum going. Kyle Courtney has joined us today, super Steelers fan. Kyle, I know you got that baby face, but for the month of November, you need to throw those razors away, man. It's for a good cause. What are your thoughts? You going to join us?
I'm thinking about it. I literally just shaved yesterday, so I feel like if that I may join you on that. That's something that it's definitely a cause that I absolutely support.
So you're getting to that point where you have to shave every day now, man. You're growing up. Oh, hey, here's another thing, man. When you get a chance, go to your Facebook. I direct message you a make on your favorite song, "Devil Went Down to Georgia." You got to go check that out.
Oh man, thank you. I appreciate it.
It's
you have a good day, Tom. It was great.
I don't have it here to play. I can't play it, but it's on your Facebook. But it says "The Devil Went Down to Jamaica." You'll have to go check it out.
I see why you can't play it now. Seeing the title of it. Oh man, fantastic.
All right, buddy. All right, we'll talk with you soon.
Good to hear from you.
All right, Kyle.
Have a good game. Good game tomorrow. Good game. We'll be texting probably a lot.
Yes,
right,
sir, we will. Or we won't be. All right, we'll see you. Bye-bye. Kyle Courtney, good friend of mine and super Steelers fan, helping us break down the big game tomorrow between the Colts and the Steelers at Heinz Field. My name's Marquis, El Presidente. We'll be right back right here on the Balance Radio Network. And remember, guys, don't shave. Do not shave. It is No Shave November. We'll be right back. Steve Wilson from Speedway Digest joins us. We're going to be breaking down some big news from the IndyCar segment, and we're also going to get into some NASCAR playoffs are here. We're going to see what's happening in the NASCAR action coming up next right here on the Balance Radio Network.
It's double trouble, double the fun at African Safari Wildlife Park in Port Clinton, Ohio. See the largest antelope on Earth, the giant eland, and the ugliest creature on Earth, the African warthog. There's so much to see and do, including the Midwest's only drive-through safari. Feed the animals, see live educational shows, feel the excitement, have your picture taken with a python or cockatoo, feel the adventure. Shop the Simba Lodge gift shop with items available from around the globe. Visit the snack bar or picnic facilities. Enjoy a pony or camel ride. Or cheer your favorite porker on to victory in the famous Pork Chop Down. Bring your family to see the rare and exotic animals at African Safari Wildlife Park in Port Clinton, Ohio. Just take Route 2 to the Route 53 North exit and follow the sign. Only 17 miles west of Cedar Point via Route 6. Open every day, rain or shine.
When you don't go to Geico.com, car insurance can be confusing. Like Swedish techno confusing.
Bark, bark, meow, meow. Dance with me, purple cow. Bark, bark, meow, meow. Ooh, you lovely cow.
Geico makes it easy. With 24/7 access, all you have to do is go to Geico.com and you could save money on car insurance. It just makes sense. Unlike,
Dance with me, purple cow. I like your moves.
When you don't go to Geico.com, car insurance can be hard. Like early 90s heavy metal hard.
I'm yelling and screaming and I'm loud. Roar.
Geico makes it easy. You can review and update your policy or report a claim on Geico.com or the Geico mobile app. Because shouldn't we all have a little less stress in our lives?
I'm not even upset about anything.
Here's to the straggly ones, the first ones. Hey, I look good with this ones. The black, brown, red, and gray ones. The itchy ones. The ones grown by Dad. The ones grown for Dad. The I nearly didn't do it this year ones, and the absolutely filthy ones. They all raise awareness, raise funds, start conversations, and save lives. Because whatever you grow will save a bro. Sign up now at Movember.com.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. Ooh.
All right, and welcome back to The Balance. My name is Tom Marquis, El Presidente. Thank you to Kyle Courtney, Super Steelers fan, breaking down the big game tomorrow. Colts roll into Heinz Field down in Pittsburgh. Two teams trying to find themselves, and I'd say a very disruptive defense with the Pittsburgh Steelers. A very disruptive offense has been happening. Of course, we're without T.Y. Hilton here, but we'll see what happens. But joining us now, Steve Wilson, Speedway Digest editor-in-chief, also super fan of them Nationals. Congrats, brother.
I know, it's good. Glad they eked that thing out. Was it like the first time in World Series history that the road team won?
First time in World Series history that the road team has won all 7 games. Man, this was an action-packed World Series. I was rooting for the Nationals. I'm a National League guy. I'm a Cardinal guy, and certainly don't like the American League. So, I mean, I tell you what, the home runs just were able to make it happen. It had everything. It had boobies. It had cursing. It had controversial calls. It had never Trumpers in D.C. I mean, you just couldn't have wrote a better script for this World Series.
Yeah, it was interesting. Don't forget the Bud Light guy. They flew down to Houston and made that into a commercial.
That's right. I forgot about that. Did you see the boobies? I got to say boobies. Come on. I mean, I can't even believe. I mean, first of all, MLB, maybe they should have been. I know there's kids there and it's a family event, blah, blah, blah. But the 2 girls got banned from all MLB events for life. Now, how are they going to enforce that, first of all? We know who you are. You're the girls with the boobies.
I heard about that, but I didn't see it. But I don't know. I'm always kind of leery as to, this whole I'm going to ban you from every MLB stadium or every NFL stadium for life because, in honesty, what's your chances of being caught?
Yeah, and here's the thing. You and I have been to numerous racetracks, and let's just say that boobies are affluent in racetracks. Just saying, may or may not be possible. But go down to Turn 3 Snake Pit area at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and I'm sure every track has a spot. So as Clay Travis says, First Amendment and boobs. I mean, here's the other thing. I feel like, they charge us for everything else in the world for streaming. I'm getting off in the weeds here. We'll get back on track here in a moment. No pun intended. But here's the thing. They charge us for everything. A stream for this, a stream for that, a stream for that. MLB, NFL, all of them have cameras at every freaking angle. They need, and NASCAR does a great job of charging you for a stream for the in-car views and this camera view, this camera view. So there should be hey, I'm not going to get offended stream if I hear a cuss word or if I see some boobies or whatever. It's just totally uncensored, but you're paying for that. I get why they had to say something about it, but I don't know. I just think they took it just a little bit too far. I mean,
yeah.
What
yeah.
What guys
I did too.
and girls, for that matter, probably like boobies. I mean,
yeah. I mean, yeah. I kind of agree that just the whole banning forever thing is just ridiculous. I mean, what is it? What was the guy not too long ago? What was it, Cleveland Browns or something? He wasn't even at the game, and they banned him for life for something that he wasn't even there for, and he hadn't even been to a game in, 6 or 7 years? I mean, so I just think, honestly, this whole banning for life thing is, I really, in honesty, it wasn't egregious enough, and I get there's FCC censors and all these other things that come along with it, and there's kids around and, all the other things, but I mean, you're right. You go to Snake Pit, or there's places at Bristol or Darlington, and definitely on the Boulevard in Talladega, and you go to all these other sporting events, and I mean it's go to Mardi Gras for
go to Mardi Gras.
Try not to be offended there.
I remember, and they still allow you to do it. It's just not as prevalent as it used to be. But down on 16th in Georgetown. And it's still very prevalent in the Coke lot. You get beads and whatever for showing your boobies, and guys will hold up your signs that get your beads here. I mean, it's a very common place. And here's the other thing. This it was a staged event. Now that it's all came out in the wash, if you will. Those are 2 Instagram models, and they promoted this on Instagram. They said, we're going to be on the home plate seats. Who knows who provided them with the tickets? I'm quite sure they didn't pay for them themselves. Just saying. But they're Instagram models, and they advertised it. We're going to be here, and just be watching for us, because as soon as we get the first chance to get on camera, we're going to show it to you. And so they were driving. So the MLB should be glad, because they have thousands of followers. They were actually driving their followers to the MLB game to see this flash. So, as much as we want to talk about boobies all day long, I mean, we'll get back on track. Some big news here, Steve. Hey, Steve, have you shaved this week, though? First of all,
not this week, no, but I will at some point.
Well, don't shave throughout the entire month of November. It's No Shave November. It's for a good cause, man. Join us in the cause there. So some breaking news, funny season with the IndyCar. James Hinchcliffe, good friend of the show. I've known him for a long time, since he was in the Indy Lights series. Been on this show. I've talked to him every time I'm at the track. I see him. I talk to him. We know each other on a first-name basis. James Hinchcliffe, one of the most popular drivers around in IndyCar, is now finding himself with outright, also with Wickens, with this deal with McLaren. Matthew Embury, our official IndyCar contributor, WSBT up at South Bend, was not able to join us today, but he did send us this sound bite. So we're going to play that. We'll talk about James Hinchcliffe on the other side.
Well, Tom, need we say more? Obviously, the big news with James Hinchcliffe now out of a ride for 2020. McLaren, and I'd say McLaren more than Schmidt-Peterson, because obviously I think this is more a Zach Brown move than, say, a Sam Schmidt decision. Electing to go with the 2 young guns. Pato O'Ward, the ex-Red Bull junior team member, despite failing to qualify for this year's Indy 500 with Carlin, gets one of the seats, and obviously with the advancement money, the dominant winner of the Cooper Tires Indy Lights Championship, Oliver Askew, gets the second seat. As for James Hinchcliffe, well, a lot of question marks as to what is available now for the Canadian. Obviously, his Honda ties and Honda Canada certainly will probably limit him to a Honda deal somewhere. Obviously, the Chevrolet rides out there, not exactly great, but probably not feasible at this point. Again, the question is money. We've heard from $6 million to $8 million is the amount necessary to add an extra full-time car to, say, a Rahal team. Of course, they have a Honda-backed driver in Japan's Takuma Sato on the roster already, so you know the incentive there to keep Honda in a positive state and possibly keeping at the same level of support as, say, a Chip Ganassi Racing, that maybe there is a deal there. Also, there could be something going on with Dale Coyne. Question is, though, can Coyne run 3 cars? I don't see a scenario where Dale Coyne would not re-sign Santino Ferrucci to a 2020 season with the big budget that he brings in with Clydesdale Manufacturing as one of his personal sponsors. So at this point, the question in my mind is, what's next for Hinch? Well,